Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here talking about some Overwatch League news. There's two different big news things on players getting cut that we have to talk about. So the first one is we're going to talk about three individual players that got cut. First we're going to start with ShaDowBurn from Philadelphia Fusion. I don't remember if he even started, honestly. But they also got rid of Joe Meister and D.Va, who I don't really know who they were. But, yeah, ShaDowBurn definitely was more of an important player to the team. Now, I think he might have started before EQO came in. But he definitely still was playing even when EQO was on the team. So I'm definitely kind of surprised that they cut him. The next thing, though, I don't know. It's just back to him real quick. I was going to move on to this player, but I don't know. It's just interesting because a lot of things are like, oh, he's one of the better DPS in the league. And then for a team to cut him is very interesting without really saying why. Now, the next player is Fctfctn here. Fctfctn was a player on the Houston Outlaws. He was there. It says he joined a week after Stage 1, and he's a free agent, and he'll be looking to join a team. So, Fctfctn says he's the first player to depart from the team. And the thing about that's interesting is that Fctfctn had better stats than Muma for the time he played, so I was definitely surprised that they cut their better tank from there. Obviously, Muma plays, but I'm not really sure why he played if he wasn't as good. I don't know, like team synergy or something like that. I don't know, but I'm sure if Fctfctn got in there, he would have done better, which he did do when he played. So I'm very surprised to see them cut their better player on the team. That's just my opinion. And not just my opinion, it's backed up by facts. So if you want to be triggered that I said Muma's trash, go right ahead, because the dude's not as good as other players. It's just that simple. The last one came as a surprise, though. The other two were more bench players. ShaDowBurn was a starter, went to a bench player. Fctfctn came in, was a bench player. The surprising one was a player turned from bench player to starter. And that was Mistakes. So, Mistakes, obviously, also played in the Overwatch World Cup for the Russian team when they came in third at the Incheon qualifiers, losing to South Korea and Finland to advance to play on BlizzCon. But overall, Mistakes was a decent player. And the fact that Boston Uprising cut a player who I think was very important to their team's success. Dreamcasper was there, and obviously when he was accused of sexual misconduct with a 14-year-old girl, he was removed from the team. So, Mistakes came in, and they won 14 games in a row. Like, if it wasn't for him coming in, I don't know if they wouldn't have still been a playoff team. You're definitely looking at a different scenario for Boston. Obviously, earlier in the week, they cut Kalios, Avest, and Snow, who I know who Kalios is, but I don't know who the other two are. But, yeah, so Mistakes getting cut was definitely a surprise. And I'm sure another team will come in, scoop him up, sign into a contract for Season 2. But it's definitely surprising to see a player like Mistakes get cut with the impact that he had on the team. Compared to the other two, Fctfctn could have had more of an impact on the team than he did because he didn't get to start. And the other guy there, ShaDowBurn, he played for Philadelphia Fusion to start, but obviously EQO came in and was a better player. Whether or not we talk about the fact that I don't like EQO doesn't really matter. The fact that EQO is a better overall player than ShaDowBurn. Obviously, you want to keep your best player. That's what I was talking about with Houston. They didn't keep their best player. So I think that the teams that really are losing out on these things, obviously, is Boston by dropping mistakes. I'm sure he'll get picked up by either an expansion team or one of the other 12 teams in the league. Obviously, I don't think he'll get picked up by Seoul, London, New York, and potentially Shanghai, which we have to talk about later on. But besides maybe those 4 teams, any of the expansion teams or any of the other teams might want to pick him up. Add him to the team, so I'm very surprised to see him get cut. Fact Fiction, aren't really surprised. It's more like you're just more disappointed than surprised. I'm disappointed that they didn't go with their best player. So, that's that. Mistakes, ShaDowBurn, and Fact Fiction are all free agents coming up on the 9th, which again, that is when all the players are available. All the players are available to expansion teams. So all these teams, over the next couple of days, you'll see players getting cut. Because right now I'm recording this on the 3rd, right in the morning. So we'll basically say it's the 2nd still. It's only 27 minutes into the new day. So either way, we'll see more things come out probably today on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen Melbourne, Paris, and Toronto all get officially announced as teams. Because Atlanta and Guangzhou are the only 2 that are confirmed officially. Obviously, Paris, Melbourne, and Toronto are all out there because they're most likely going to happen. So we'll probably see those teams become announced officially, and then one of their team come in as an expansion team, and probably get announced right away. So yeah, that's the thing. We're definitely going to see some new teams, and we'll see where a lot of these players go. But we do have one more video about the 0-40 Shanghai Dragons, some of their big changes that we'll see impact them in Season 2, so we'll take a look at that in the next video.